Okay, so before I start with feedback session, tell me, how is it? How was the session? How is it? Very screwing, right? Okay, I'll tell you a few things. Okay, before starting, I purposefully made it very tough for today's session. Why? Because whenever you prepare for any interview, you should prepare from the tough level. All right, in tough level, if you're able to prepare in that extent, easy questions like easy level, it will be like very much simplified. Got it? So it's very important for you to any interview preparation, prepare it from the tough level. Only then, only then, your interview preparation will be little more simplified. Got it. That's the reason, some question you could hear it little more very tough, very complex. Why I'm triggering you in middle? It's not. It's just basically to break you down. Okay. Even that during that breakdown period, some people already lost their hope during that breaking down period, but still some people persisted. Like they had a consistency throughout their interview. I appreciate even that. So in an interview, it is not about how much you prepared. Okay. Remember all of you. Interview, it's not about how much you have been prepared. It's more about reflection of your personality. I tell this always. Okay, now I wanted to see how Jai looks, how Daksha is inside, who Daksha is within herself, who Sanchai is, who Dorothy is. So I want to see who you guys are within yourself, and that I'll be able to understand when I increase the stress level. Got it? So in your interview, I will try to increase the stress level within yourself, such that even at that point of time, how much are you trying to able to tell it your interview? That's the entire question. That's the reason when some of you guys were speaking, you guys might have thought, why this idiot is breaking you in middle, why this idiot is asking questions and again and again. Why? Because just to check you on how is your flow of your preparation going on. Once I get to know about a particular concept, I immediately skip and go to the next question. But I was just checking in which all areas you need to work on. See guys, my main intention of today's mock interview session, guys, you can hear me, or is it like background rain voice? You can, or is it something like that? All right, it's like raining very badly. So yes, so I was just telling, where was I? Okay, I was just telling about, in an interview, it is basically to understand who you are, and I want to understand which is the flawful area. No, I knew that Jay was strong in this particular areas. I knew that Jay was not strong in this particular area. That's the reason I took his weakness and I started asking questions from that particular area. I knew that Akash was not good in so and so areas. That's the reason I asked him more questions from there. So if you observe, when I started with initial first, when you're introductionally, I'll come to know that what you guys are very familiar with, what you guys are not familiar with. That's the reason in most of your interview, I started with the tough questions. Got it? So it was intentionally done because I have been priorly planned. That's how I train for my students. Normally, I think Jay also can understand. So that's how I train for the students. We go from the tough level. And in math also, same math exam. We prepare tough questions, easy questions will be very easy. That's the same formula. We applied it over here. Now, considering that I literally liked all of your interview, good. It was very good. I totally appreciate all of your interview performance. I know it was very cranky from my side, but it was good shot from each and every one of you. Okay. Now don't worry, I'll be giving individual feedback, but don't take it anything as personally. It is more about your growth. Oh, current gone. I'm so sorry. All right, I'll just speak for time being. So that's how. Welcome to Bangalore. Whoever has planned to come to Bangalore, this is the normal thing you guys are going to face. Hold on, guys. I'll just bring some light. Hold on. All right. So coming back, you guys can hear me, right? Okay. In case if it's not this one, I'll repeat it back to you. I'll start with the individual feedback session. So the main intention was just to basically break you down, but still, you people, some people, consistently became this one. It's fine. Take a paper and pen quickly. Keep a paper and pen next to you. All of you. Vismaya, you also. Edward, fast. Dhruv, I already mentioned. Oh, yeah. Paper and pen, all of you. Okay. Now, chalo, coming back towards what I want to tell, I'll start with Jai. So, Jai, I'll give your feedback. Okay. So, Jai, I'll tell your feedback. I liked your interview. It's fine. But I'll tell you where you need to work on. Okay. Now, I'll tell you directly with the places where you need to focus on, because that's very important. So, Jai, first of all, in your self introduction, you said that you are very good in terms of volleyball, right? Now, very important, learn who are the volleyball players. Now, directly, you cannot just mention it directly, right? What is this one? What is that, this one? You can't just directly mention it. It's not a just Q&A session, right? Now, it's very important. It's a dual side perspective. So, learn about who are the volleyball players. At least name three volleyball players. And in case you have played volleyball, you should prove genuinely that you have played it. All right. It should not just come randomly as a form of verbal communication. Got it. So if you have played, in which competition you have played, clarity hona chahiye. First thing. Second thing, CEO of Google. this one, and Google के बारे में थोड़ा research करो because you have linked over. All of you remember carefully, in case you're mentioning an organization's name, in case you're mentioning any particular companies or anything like that, be very much careful enough because you can expect questions from there. Okay. Now, Jai, one more thing, Jai, I even said last time also, smile and say for your interview. I know somewhere your confidence actually lagged out when the questions level was tough. See, Jai, if your first question, if you're not able to answer, koi baat nahi. Second question also fine. Last question also fine. But maintain that confidence throughout the interview. Maintain that confidence throughout the interview. That's very important. I think now it's better. Now maintain that confidence throughout the interview. Do not show to your interviewers that you are not aware about it. That is the biggest grave mistake. Never reflect your weakness throughout your face in your interview. Okay, even though you do not know, maintain that confidence. That indirectly will send a signal to the interviewers that yes, I know something rather than nothing. Okay. Now always try to smile in your interview. Now, next important thing, research about the university. Many of you did the same mistake. You guys have not researched about the college very well. Learn the vision, mission, core values. All of you, whoever is there in this particular meeting, please do learn its vision, mission, and core values of the college because that is very important. If you're not able to learn that, why are you applying for the college? Why? Because you should know the background research about any college. If it could be Symbiosis, Jane, Christ, any college, uska core values you should be knowing it. Why? Because that will show that how much Dorothy have done revision about the college, how much Jai has done revision about the college. That will show that an intention that I have to select you or not. Keep that in your mind. And Jai, one more thing, Jai. When I'm asking you, are you sure? Are you sure? Your answers are correct, dude. It is literally correct. I'm just testing you. Are you aware about it? So it's like I'm just checking your confidence level. I'm checking whether are you completely confident on what you're speaking. You don't need to get triggered over there. I think if I'm not wrong, who did that mistake? I forgot one more lost it. Yeah, Jai did it. Yes, along with Jai, one more. Okay, Akash also did it. Fine. Two people did the same thing. You guys are telling the right answer. It's absolutely right. Even I also know. I'm just cross checking just to check that your confidence level is correct or what. In case if you feel that 20, yeah, I think even Pragati also did the same mistake. So in case you three feel that your answer is absolutely correct, go tell it. At least if 30% it's correct, go give a shot. In case if you're not correct, in case if the interview is providing your tone in your face that okay, it's not completely correct, then change it, or else do not accept it. Okay. All right. Akash, quickly turn on the camera now. uh, are you sure? Okay. And next one with Ajay, eye contact. Maintain your eye contact. I said even this last time. Maintain your eye contact. Try looking up at this one. And I know that your interview level performance is good. When the questions became tough, there your confidence started decreasing. A mirror se practice karo. Every day practice in front of the mirror, Jay. That's a major thing I want to tell it to you. All right. So this is one suggestion I want to give it to you. And next is Edward. Where is Edward? Edward, are you there? Yeah. Hi, Edward. Hello, we have Edward from God's own country. Hi, Edward. Edward, keep your mic down. Keep your mic down. Don't hold your mic. So, Edward, first of all, I liked your interview. Good. I literally liked the way of you telling about Kerala, describing about it. Good. I totally appreciate you for it. But Edward, what you need to you did a mistake. If you observe in your overall presentation, you said that Kerala is also famous for its illiteracy. Instead of telling literacy, you said it is illiteracy. Okay, by mistakenly it came from you. Be caution enough of what you're telling. Okay. Hello, is Edward stuck for me or is it for everyone? Akash, you can hear me?
Pawan, I guess he's stuck for everyone.
Okay, fine. I'll send this recording to him so he can parallelly listen it. So Edward, I hope he can. Yeah, I hope he'll be joining back. So Edward, this was major thing. Illiteracy ke bare mein, he did a mistake. So don't mention that. And one more thing, his mic. See guys, whenever you're going to speak for an interview, never hold the mic very close to it, because if your microphone, if it's kept over here, that means that there is a distance which is kept over there. Don't bring it so close so the interviewer's ear will pain. So be caution about it. All right. So I hope this could be a message for all of you. And remember very carefully, I said this for Jay also and for most of you people. Yeah, Edward, if you're mentioning about any company's name in specific, be very careful about it. That means that uh, company ke bare mein thoda basics hona, you should be knowing something about it. All right. So along with it, when I'm asking you guys, where do you see yourself 3 years from now? It is impossible for all the, how many people are there over here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 people who are over here. See guys, it's literally impossible for you to become a finance manager by the end of your third year. No, it's literally impossible, yeah. How is it possible? You just graduated from the college. Tell me which multinational company will give you a finance manager post. No, you should be either a very good pro or you should be like a or you should be like I'm not able to recollect, like Doctor Strange, some capabilities, special capabilities you should be having it. But what I want to tell is that 3 years from now you can tell that, like, sir, 3 years from now I do see myself who have been equipped with all kind of important skills required to work in terms of corporate environment, where I'll be looking out for new opportunities. You can take it something from your degree college, and then you can tell that you'll be applying it. Got it? So something should go in that particular trait, but it should never go with a trait of telling that I will be doing this, I will be doing that. It will not go in that particular trait. Okay. Remember, always never tell the context and what you will be. Now, revise about the campus. Same. Jai and Edward also same suggestion. Revision about the campus vision, mission, core values. Who is the HOD? Who is the faculty members who's going to teach you? What are the subjects we teach in this particular course? How this course can help you in the future? All this campus based questions should be very strong. What is CSA? What is the SW, student welfare organization? What is student council in the Christ? So research, when you try to, at least they won't be asking, or sometimes they might be asking, but why do you won't even take a risk? All right. So I hope this is a common suggestion for both of you. Ankita. Okay, she's not there. Well, in Ankita's, if you observe, in a complete the problem is that, see, guys, majority of you did mistake in your self introduction. You just mentioned 3 to 4 lines. That's it in your self introduction. No, I hope I could see from many of you. You just said, I think whose self introduction I liked the most. That was about, if I'm not wrong, I like the self introduction of Dorothy. Yeah, Dorothy's self introduction was very good. So you guys observe, Dorothy's self introduction was going in a proper flow. From first to last, she was very much prepared. That self introduction was very natural too. It just went in a one same common parallel way. All right. So I was so impressed by it. So similar way, your self-introduction, prepare and go. It should not be like an extempore. See, guys, in your interview, only one question which you can literally guess, which is going to come 98.98% is only self-introduction. That question also, please don't mess up. Okay. Now, when you're telling a self-introduction, that is a time, try to mention your USP. That is called unique selling points. Okay, that is like how you can brand yourself. That really matters in your interview. So in your, okay, I was reading few research papers today morning also. It was about interview itself. Secretive Interview Hacks, a book was there. We were reading that book, that it was telling that self introduction is a point where you can brand yourself, where Akash can tell that I'm good in so and so, where Pragati can tell that I'm good in so and so. So that your branding should basically come over there. In case you have done any kind of achievements, mention in your self introduction. Yeah, all right, please don't miss it out. In your self introduction, brand yourself always. Okay, and while branding, also be very careful that if they're asking you any counter question, you should not be like really blank. Okay, what happened to Jay? Jay, that's a lesson for all of you guys. That not only I'm just not pointing out Jay, but majority of you guys have done the mistake. So develop on that basis. Okay, self-introduction. Now, next one is about background. See, guys, whenever you're sitting in a background, your background should be plain for your interview. That is a little decent sign. Akash ji, I know you're in the colors and places, but for your real interview, make sure you sit in the plain background. Okay, Akash, background should be plain. The Daksha, where you're sitting, it's fine. Daksha, if possible, don't attend the interview from, okay, if possible, attend phone from phone, or else join from laptop and attend the interview. Okay,
Yeah,
Daksha,
yeah,
Dorothy, and
sure.
all for your real interview, and Pragati also. You three of you keep this in your mind. Now, Ankita, okay, if I'm not wrong, okay, Ankita ka this one itself, ministers and current affairs is not an exception, guys. All of you remember, always learn the minister's name, because that is a taste, especially majority of you were from Christ. So Christ is a flavor of asking questions from ministers a lot. I said this always in round one, round two. Majority of my students who just got into Christ, I said them the exact same format like what I'm guiding you guys. Ministers, learn it properly, yaar. At least 90% of the questions comes from ministers. I have even provided the previous year questions. Majority of them got the same question, same pattern of questions. So please do even learn that. Okay, ministers के बारे में थोड़ा prepare करो. Now, current affairs, very important. I know most of you don't read newspaper, but it's fine. At least start reading important headlines. Okay, at least important headlines. In short, Anna, or you can Hindu paper, if you're able to read editorial every day, that will hardly take 20 minutes. Go through that. That is how you people all develop. Okay, try to even focus over there. Now, Sanjay, if I tell you, Sanjay, okay. So Sanjay, listen the question very carefully. All right. I asked you, why do you want to join for Google? You said that because there is best faculty members in Google. So that you should be very careful enough on what you're trying to use. So listen the question carefully. Don't go with an hurry. Okay. Go slow. It's fine. You have all the space in this planet Earth to speak how much ever you know. So that space when I'm giving it, oh, okay, one second. So you have all the space. Wow, current is back. So when You have all the space in this planet Earth. You have all the space in this planet Earth to tell the answers. No, you can go slow. It's fine. Think carefully and then speak. Think carefully and speak. And I'm sorry, current is back. Current is gone. So you have all the space in this planet Earth. So go slow. How much ever you know, you try to enter. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the calls here. This is the main problem. I don't like to pick up calls during the session time. Now, coming back, be careful, go slow, and learn. I hope only Python you have learned in your this one. No? You have also learned about C, C++, Java, and all. No? Learn about that basics also. It should not be just one way perspective. One second, guys. Yeah, so you have all time in this planet Earth. So just be careful enough. So, guys, one second. Yeah, one second. Hello. One second. Hello. Cut the call. He cut the call. Okay. Guys, one second. Yeah. Hello. Haley. Uh-huh. Are you guys getting sleep, yeah? You guys are awake, no? Yeah, I'll just finish it off quickly, okay? Now, coming back, Sanjay, only this was the thing. Learn about the further programming languages, okay? It could be Python, Java, whatever it is. Learn the basics of computer because you said you want to become a software engineering. Why? Mention it, justify the reason behind it. That would be very important. Got it? So I wanted to research more about the software engineering, why you want to become a software engineering, what are the traits of becoming a software engineering, computer science, because that is a major subject for it. At least learn that subject very carefully. Learn the one markers and two markers basics of it. Suggestion. Navya, are you there? Navya, are you there?
Sir, I'm there.
Okay, Navya, your self introduction you already prepared it, but the problem was that when you presented your self introduction, it was artificial. It was not natural. Okay, I want you to make sure your self introduction becomes natural, not artificial. So it was like you just read it from a paper and pen. So I wanted present it in the form of a natural way so that I will get connected. So that Daksha, when she's listening, she'll be like, okay, fine, that is something naturally you're talking to another person. Okay. Keep this one thing in your mind. Now I asked you, you have completed your 11th and 12th from Christ, and why did you join for this particular college? Even for Daksha also I asked this question. But Navya, be very careful. Don't tell to the interviewers that, like this is the best college, so why should I even join for the college? That will be a little more rude. So you were a little rude in this particular question. In that you were not intentionally rude, but unintentionally you just became rude. Some interviews will take it as an offense. Okay. Yeah, just tell me yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep that in your mind. Now, the problem with you, Navya, is that Navya, for 2 marks question, you're giving 10 markers explanation. It is becoming like that for your interview. So what happened? You're giving long answers. So remember, guys, for your interview, if it is exceeding beyond a limit, what you need to use pointers. All right, use the pointers technique. So, for example, if Dorothy want to explain something, she'll use pointers: point one, point two, point three, point four, point five. Now, use pointers and explain. That is how you try to explain in your interview if you have long answers. All right, so use this thing and go make sure that Navya, your flow of words should be one balanced you because your frequency of voice was up and down, up and down, up and down. Try to bring the same pitch of voice throughout your lane of preparation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. So Akash, okay, Akash, you know what? Literally, law students hate me while I take them interview. You know why? Because I love law, so I bombard them with so much law questions. Which other part? That's why Pragati and Akash were very strange behind it. So Akash and Pragati, generally both feedback I'll give it together for you both. Even Pragati is also there, no? Oh, yeah. So Pragati and Akash, guys, law knowledge आपको थोड़ा improve करना होगा. Completely, you both should improve. Learn at least the important articles. All right, learn the important articles like article 14, article 15, article 17. Like what is right? Article 14, right to equality. Article 15, state cannot discriminate anyone on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex. Then you guys can be aware about article 32, constitutional provisions, habeas corpus, mandamus, quo warranto. All this kind of learn the writ petitions, why writ petition is filed, what is public interest litigation, PIL, in Supreme Court, High Court. In High Court, Learn the branches, like what is the middle, what is the hierarchy of court, district courts, high court, supreme court, how many judges are there in each courts, and who is the chief justice of India, who I think Akash itself. NV Ramana was the right answer. Why did you get confused regarding it? Okay, current is back. Yeah.
Actually, I read a news that Enviramana is going to change soon, so I got confused. I didn't catch up with current affairs. Like,
No, nothing like that. Nothing. I was just
right?
joking whether yesterday NV Ramana was going to get changed. I literally joked it. Actually, that's not the news. I just want
No,
to share.
actually, after you asked that question, I actually Googled it
Hmm.
and something came up like 7 6 7 hours ago. There is a like, new recommendation
No,
or something.
oh yeah, is it? No, no, nothing as
Yeah,
such. For the time being, it's NV Ramana. Yesterday's newspaper. For the time being, it's
like
NV
somebody
Ramana.
is being nominated or something. I
Yeah,
read
I
right
said
after
you,
you
is
asked.
it changed? He's not changed till now. No, he's
No,
still
not
existing.
changed. Not changed.
That's what my question was.
I
So
think I got confused.
okay, no problem. That was my intention to make you confused. So yes, so you got this one. So just be caution about it. And you were asked Akash yesterday's interview. You only asked me, no, live. You came yesterday's live, huh? Akash Anil.
Yeah,
You
that
only
is.
asked me about law questions, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, micro presentation
Micro
topics I
presentation,
had
yeah.
asked you.
So
Yes.
prepare karo articles, section numbers, and I'm not telling you to remember all sections. At least important articles, just remember. And along with it, learn the important law news. See, Akash, what happened to you, man? Hijab case. It was like the what was the final verdict? The final verdict was about the students are not supposed to wear this one hijab. That was the final verdict. And what you said in your interview throughout, you were telling that you are going completely against the judgment. Okay, that was because if you're not aware, you can tell that sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it. Okay, rather than giving this one, so that you should be very cautious now. Akash, don't take
Yeah.
it as a personal
I
offense, but
un-
I'm just telling you.
yeah, I understand actually. I understood halfway through. Like
Uh,
when I told the answer itself, I understood that.
understood.
I
So you can tell, let's say, even though I'm not completely aware about it, I would like to give a try. Then you can go with the answer. Got it? Try to break the points. Even Pragati, if you're not aware about everyone, if you do not know pura answer of a question, break the question and tell it. So only this much I know. Can I give a try? They will be like, okay, fine. At least this much, tell it. That's how the interviews will be. Okay. Be
okay,
very careful with that
I
level
got it.
itself. Okay. I
Got it.
hope this one message all of you will keep in your mind. Now, I think now article hijab case. No, Akash, Tandava dance, which you said also, that was a wrong case. Tandava dance, it was a correct case. But what was the main, like if somebody danced Tandava, what is the problem for the Supreme Court? Why should they intervene? They took the Tandava, this one, and they put the skeletons, the skulls and all they put around the body, then they was dancing. That's the reason Supreme Court said this. Be careful with the case which you're telling.
Yeah.
Huh? All
Yeah,
right.
I read it in an article. Like
Uh,
they both were mentioned together, but
hmm.
I didn't like research more into that
Uh,
Tandava thing.
Yeah, so
So
if anyone dance Tandava, what's wrong in that? If I'm also dancing, why court should arrest me? There is no kind of public morality over there, no? So that's the
yeah,
reason you should be careful now.
that's true.
So Pragati and Akash learn the important cases, important judgments, important sections, important article numbers, legal terms and terminologies, void ab initio, all kind of legal terminologies. Learn properly, both of you.
Okay.
Okay, and Pragati, for you, camera may don't keep it completely down. Keep it in a place where interviews can see you. It should cover up your entire face. All right. Now that's one important thing. Pragati, I wanted to work on a self introduction. Okay. Pura self introduction
Yes, sir.
format was wrong. Completely wrong. You just prepared it on the spot. I already made a good format of self introduction. Go watch it first. Okay. I can tell that. And law basics you have to improve. Pragati, you also, Akash also, law basics completely improve. You should do it. I've already put many law contents in the same drive where I think which I shared for Jai, Dakshan, or like, or if you can find in the 34 minutes long interview video which I posted. In the description, if you click, you'll
Yeah,
find the list of law topics. Or if you just go to my Art of Law channel, previous year, like this year, I've not uploaded any law topics, but previous year questions also go watch it. At
I
least
already
take the
checked.
screenshot of it. Yeah, take screenshot of it and just keep it, preserve with it. Yes, sir. And Kiran Rijiju is the law minister. Okay. Are you sure? Are you guys aware? Pragati?
Yes, sir.
Or is it
Yes, sir.
Venkatai? Who is it? Venkataya Naidu. I forgot the name.
Venkata,
He
I don't
attorney
know. It's
general.
Kiran Rijiju.
Yeah, Kiran Rijiju. All right. So it's confusing. When interviews confuse you, don't get confused. All right. Now, other than this, I do not have any thing for both of you. Work on it. Now, Dorothy, I liked your this one. It went very well, yeah. Dorothy, I'm so happy with your this one self introduction. From there, breaking in middle, and you observe, guys. If you observe, Dorothy ka pura answers. She broke in middle. In case she didn't know pura answer, she just broke in middle, and then she was answering at least which all area she was aware about it. Now, Dorothy, smile and answer. Yeah, this is a feedback for you. Smile and answer. Don't get so much serious. It's fine. I know that you want to become, you want to help people, but you should also have the smiling quality within yourself. See, that's good. Second thing, listen very carefully when somebody's speaking. Okay, when interviewer is speaking something, listen very carefully. Apply the same thing even in your life. When somebody's speaking something, interpret properly only after listening carefully. All right. Third thing, okay, all right. Sometimes you're giving a try which is not completely correct. For example, I just asked you, if I'm not wrong, I asked you about photosynthesis, and one more question I asked you. Somewhere you came middle of the line, and from there you just change your track. So if you're telling one answer, try to continue within the point. Do not go away from the point. All right, Dorothy, you can just
Sure.
keep that in the mind. Other than this, I have no particular suggestions. You are doing good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, peace. Next, Daksha. Yeah, Daksha, Christ student, compulsory. You should know the vision, mission, core values. Okay, you and Navya, you both has no exception to do away from it. Okay, because you are from Christ from almost 2 years, right? So interviews will have much more expectations from you both. All right. So you both should be very careful enough. Learn vision, mission, core values. Now, in Christ itself, who are the faculty members? Who is the HOD? At least learn it. Why do you want to take a risk? All of you guys. Jai, are you aware? Okay, Jai, though all of you people, be very cautious about who's the HOD or some faculty member's name, who's the director of this particular college. Know it. It will show some background research you've done about it. It's nothing harm in knowing, right? It just hardly take few minutes for all of you. Just even revise about it. Now, this is the only thing which I want to give it for Daksha. But other than that, Christ ke bare mein properly revision karo. That's the only thing which I want to tell you. Other areas you are able to answer. Okay. Now, Pragati I already gave. Dhruv. Okay, yeah, Dhruv, the in your interview, Dhruv, what happened? I liked your interview. Okay, it was good, very good. But the problem is that like normally when I'm asking you one word questions and all, you're able to tell it. But when I'm giving you long questions, you're feeling it hard to answer. Got it. Now, for example, I asked you about why do you want to join college? You are literally blank. So I at that point of time, I intentionally changed the track and bought an area of questions which you were comfortable with. For example, movies. And I asked you about books. Also, not movies, books. I came to a comfortability, but don't expect always interviews to come under our comfort zone. That will not happen. Just I want to encourage you. That's the reason I diverted in your area. But other than that, the problem is that when you're giving long answers, you're getting blank. All right. So, Dhruv, what you need to do, Dhruv, every day practice in front of the mirror. All right. Whoever is in this particular meeting, guys, practice in front of the mirror. Sanjay is already getting sleep. Sanjay, I'll leave it. Don't worry. Last that. So, Dhruv, practice in front of the mirror. Record your audio, video, and practice. That's very important. Practice in this level. That's more than enough. I don't have any suggestions for you. And don't get scared. It's fine. Interview is just this thing that it's one-to-one conversation. All right. So in an interview, nervousness happens to everyone. All those people who had interview with me, they had at least 1% of this nervousness. Even when I go for my interview, even though I have been trained myself for 3 to 5 years, when I go for the interview, the nervousness is there with me. It's natural thing. So what really matters is that even though at that nervousness, how confidently are you guys able to tell? That is very important. All right, try to develop on it. That's how we will try to gradually just make sure that you do mock interviews with your mother, father, anyone. Get that experience. From there, you try to develop on it. Okay. This is one small thing which I want to tell, and I think it was Navya micro presentation. See, guys, only one person I gave micro presentation just to give you the short of preparation. See, guys, for your micro presentation overall, uh, always remember this. Okay, when the time is given for 60 seconds, speak for overall 60 seconds. Okay, or 30 seconds, but speak for overall 30 seconds because that is very important. All right. In case if you're not able to speak for the 30 seconds, interviews will feel be like, okay, why is he not speaking? Or that you have got entire time duration. Think at least structure or make it in the form of pointers. In your micro presentation, you cannot prepare everything and go for every topic. That's natural, right? Like Jai cannot prepare more than 15 topics and go. But what Jai can do, Jai can be a little more smart enough. When any topic is given, he can use pointers. Or if he is not aware, he can tell directly that sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it. But Jai, if he's a little more smart now, he'll tell that okay. So if Jai know only three important paragraphs about it or three important lines. Now Jai will be very smart enough. Jai will use 3 pointers for it. It is at point one. So I would like to say there are three important points on this particular agenda. What I want to speak. First one is so and so, and he'll try to elaborate it. You guys, in our board exams and all, we become very smart. Where like if you do not know anything in one particular question and we do not have a choice of missing it, what will we do? That one line only we'll be expanding it. And guys, trust me, when you go to degree and all, no, this is the same hack. If we don't have time to learn everything, so for every question we'll just learn one line and go, okay. And in that one line we'll be expanding, we'll be writing paragraph by paragraph by paragraph. So teacher, when they open the paper, no, they'll be like, okay, this much this person have written, which is around from the book. So simply for bluffing, what we'll do, we'll write 2 to 3 quotes in front, starting with the paper. Then we'll write introduction, body, conclusion. Then we'll write a few famous quotes of few books. Even though we do not know anything, that one line we'll try to expand it. So that's called beating around the bush. That technique is also good. Beating around the bush should not be the same points. It should be something on different points. Got it? If you're able to beat the bush around different points, then you are the winner over there. So try to learn those hacks now itself, so that you guys can get a little more benefited in the later date. I think Vismaya, right? Last, if I'm not wrong, for Vismaya. Vismaya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm not able
Vismaya.
to on my
Yeah,
video again.
yeah, Vismaya. Vismaya, your interview was good, yeah. I have no suggestions for you. But Vismaya, what happened? Directly I want to tell it to you, Vismaya. When I was going with your major, this one in your self induction, your performance level, everything was good. Our expectation of the interview was very high. But suddenly what happened, suddenly when we reached the last area, no, but what was the last area, when I asked you a question apart from your syllabus domain, there you're lacking. So Vismaya, develop on your other areas. It could be about reading more books, listening to podcasts, listening to news, and you should know something around the book. Be a do not be an individual who's just lying in a pond. Okay, there is a world beyond the pond also. Okay, so just don't limit your knowledge towards it, because you're a very smart student. Yeah, your self induction, any general questions I ask you, you literally aced. You got highest marks comparing to others, especially in terms of general question. But when I asked you current affairs, when I asked you something out of your book, you're not able to answer. That is not, and what do we call it? That is not very good. You should try to develop over there. All right. That is how you try to progress yourself and try to bring the best version out of yourself. See, your college life should not be just limited to what your teachers teach. No, that if you go, then no point of attending college here. It should be more about you exploring yourself beyond that horizon. All right. Vismaya, got
Yes.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, guys, that's the feedback here. I'm so sorry. Session has been planned from 7:48 to it has been for so long. But guys, do you have any general doubts or anything like that?
Pawan, I have a doubt.
Yeah, sure, sure. Ask.
You asked me a question. Why we should not select you?
Hmm.
How should I answer that?
Sir, ma'am, there is no particular reason why you should not select me. But however, if you find a better candidate than me, then you can surely, that could be one of the grounds in which you cannot select me. But however, I promise that I shall work on my weakness, and we be prepared and come for my next round of the interview with complete preparation, in which I can prove you that I'm the best candidate. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So even that tough question, that negative question, you have to redirect and put it in this form of a positive question.
Okay. Okay.
Please. Others? Any doubts? Dorothy, no doubt? All fine? All set? Okay. Daksh, Jai, कुछ question है?
I'm not able to like structure stuff like
Hmm.
like if I do something, it's like okay, point A, then directly point C. It's not going to point B via that. Like
For which would is it for micro presentation or for your general questions?
like general questions also.
Mm-hmm.
My
Repeat.
general questions like introduce yourself. Okay, like I just did. I told about the volleyball. I did not say which thing for volleyball, as you mentioned. And apart from that, Google, as you said, like I did the Google map thing. I did not do that, and I do not relate. I did not expand to it. Okay, and apart from that, like I had few more things, but it's like I sometimes I felt like it's boasting. That's one thing. And talking about this, like, why should we select you? As you asked the question, I am not prepared for that. And how do you think should we answer that? Like,
Okay. So Jai, what happens? So Jai, have you written your self introduction?
yes, I have kind of
You
like
have written in the
yes,
form of pointers, a paragraph.
a paragraph.
Yes, that's a mistake. Never write your self introduction in the form of paragraphs. Okay, now write in the form of pointers. Your homework for today, Jai, is that Jai, write your self introduction in the form of pointers. Send it to me in Instagram. I'll check it. I'll correct it
Sure.
for you once again. You have my this one, right? Anyway.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
your ID.
Yeah.
I messaged you also yesterday night, but
Yeah, I
you did
messaged.
not.
I'm so sorry. I didn't reply then. I think so. What you do is, Jai, never write self introduction in the form of paragraph. That's the biggest mistake. Why it happens? Now write in the form of pointers. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5. Stop. Close the book. Throw it. Now try to recollect what is coming in your mind and present it naturally. That's very important. Okay, that's how we try to progress in terms of interview. All right,
Okay.
got it,
Yeah.
Jay. That's how.
Yeah.
And what? Okay, Jay, why should we select you? Why should we select you? That's very important question. No? So, Jay, if I was you, I would have been selected. Sir, you should have been select me because I have the right amount of skill set and the aptitude that you're looking for. Jay, one second. My Mac charge is almost done. Okay. So yes. So, Jay, the question was about why should we select? So I feel that I have the right amount of aptitude and the skills that you're looking for. This is the same answer which I gave for more. I think Dorothy also said the same line, if I'm not wrong. Same directly copied from my video, right? So yes. So I feel that I have the right amount of aptitude and the skills that you're looking for, and not only that, sir. So based on my previous experience in my 11th and 12th, I've been part of volleyball team. I've been done so and so this one. Even though if I be part of this Christ community, I'll be able to do much more better by participating for different kind of participating for different kind of events. I'll also be helping different kind of peer groups. My help and support will always be there for the university, and I promise that I'll try to bring the better version out of myself. Brand yourself. See, bro, you are not branding yourself. You're not trying to boasting yourself. No, you're just telling genuine knowledge. So, Jai, why do you want to feel sad when what you've done? For example, if I am the campus director for my college, all right, I was a CSA head for my college. Now, why should I feel bad when I'm telling this? Because I have been in my position, I have taken up the responsibility, I've done many things. Now, when I'm telling this, I'm not boasting myself, I'm just telling genuinity over there. That's truth. And I'm not feeling bad regarding it. Jay, you can also do the same thing.
Okay. Got it.
Please,
Thank
Jay.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Daksha, anything else? Anything, yeah?
No, sir.
Okay. You guys are.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
Akash.
had a doubt.
Yeah, Akash.
So
Akash, you turn on the camera only, then I'm going to clear it up.
okay, fine, sure. So my doubt was like I have made a self introduction. I scripted it,
Mm.
but I'm not sure what all to add into my self introduction. Like there are a few parts like strengths, weaknesses, achievements, ambition,
Uh-huh.
other than introduction, right? So
Uh-huh.
what all will be like what all will be better if I add to my self introduction? Like what all should I avoid? You don't want it to go too long or too short,
Uh,
so where is the sweet spot?
Akash,
That's
I
what
made a
I'm.
format for self. Did you see my format?
Yeah, actually, I created it that way, but I'm not like sure. Like when I'm trying to say it,
Uh-huh.
it just seems so long. Just like takes too much time. Like strength, weaknesses, like two strengths, two weaknesses, ambition, achievements. It all takes a lot of time. Maybe it's me
Okay.
saying it slowly,
Okay,
or it
that can
could
also.
be. Or
Okay, Akash, instead of two, then if you feel that your paragraph is being long, try to reduce into one line. I'm like, instead of
okay.
using two strength, use
Oh,
one strength.
actually, all are pointers.
Uh-huh.
All are
Yeah, true.
basically pointers.
Yeah, you said
Like
that there are two this one, no? What do we call for everything? Strength you're mentioning two for this one. In case you're feeling that your
yeah.
voice is expanding, because some people's voice, just for telling something, if I might take for telling it for 10 seconds. So if Akash is telling it, it'll go for 20 seconds. So if in case you're feeling that some points you can eradicate it or remove it, cut it short. Or
So
what you do,
yeah,
Akash, you send it to me your format, what you've written for self-introduction. You've written
yeah,
it no
sure.
anyway. Send it to me
Yeah,
on
I already
Instagram.
have it.
Instagram send karo. I'll
Not at
correct
all.
it. I'll correct it for you.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Send it by today itself. So much
Oh, fine.
messages there. Here more than 30 messages are there. I have to reply it one by one now. Yeah, tell me,
My
but I'll
interview
finish
is
up.
tomorrow, so I
Yeah.
wanted to clear that.
Do it fast. Immediately send it to me. I will finish all this by
All right.
10:30. I'll check it out. Okay.
Sure.
Any doubts, guys? Tomorrow's interview?
Pawan, like, how do you see, like, now suppose
Hmm.
my 12th mark isn't that great.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, like, as you mentioned, last time wasn't be able to balance my academics as well as my thing. But last time I did the same thing. The interviews got super offended and they counter questioned me, if you're a volleyball player, go and play volleyball. Why are you applying for BBA?
Okay. So yeah, what is your response?
I was completely shocked. I was like, no, through volleyball, like I told them, like through volleyball, I tried to relate management that time through volleyball because she had pressurized so much on volleyball.
Uh,
Okay, like I told team management, etc., etc. I had told she was still not satisfied with the answer. Like,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, Jai. So Jai, there might be two scenarios regarding it. Some interviews will purposely do it. Okay, just to check, if I was doing the stress interview also, I would have been asked you the same thing. But what really matters is that, Jai, even though at that point of time, if you're proving that your answer is valid over there, genuine over there, with that confidence, you're telling that. So ma'am, I also believe that, in a student's life, it's not just about academics, it's even about extracurricular things. Because only if you have balance between both, only then we can succeed. If you go in that trait of answering, and if you convince
Okay.
them, they will surely be happy with it. Okay, they do not have any personal offense regarding it. It doesn't even matter for them. Got it? So Jai, if you're able to remember this one trait, it's fine, but bring a convincing answer for it. That's very important.
Okay, like co-curricular activities
Yeah,
as
when
well
you're
as
telling also,
academics.
it be convincing. It should not be like little more artificial, like something like cut and
Okay.
paste. It should not go in that way.
Okay. Like co-curricular activities as well as academics
Is
must be
very
balanced.
important.
Like
Yeah, try to
very
bring, even
important.
if you observe into the Christ, you ask, put the question back to them itself. So, ma'am, if you observe in the Christ itself, Christ does not just even focus in academics, it even focus in other areas. So that is
Right.
what, even like, you try to bring their own traits, put the fish in back in their own nest, and try them to hunt
Okay.
it. That's how we try to bring the change.
Okay. And Pawan, do you have math? Because I
Math now.
heard from my friend, like they were like, you have full math in BBA, you won't be able to cope up and all that. He was like, and I was like, see, bro, there's no complete math. Even if there is math, they will teach it. It's not like I don't have math in my 11th and 12th. I have not taken math in my 11th and 12th. That does not mean that, I won't do math in my life, or maybe I won't do in these Christ.
Yeah, math, it's like you won't be having for all semesters, just one or two, that's it.
Business math,
Yeah, that's it, maximum, not everything.
then yes. Because I was just confused on this, like
Not
business math is
everything, not every semesters you don't have that.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, guys, just stop.